SEC Big Ten clash. It's the Washington Huskies and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Inside Williams-Brice Stadium for South Carolina, the Sandstorm team entrance is electric. The fans make this one of the most special venues in sports. Loud, proud, and rocking. That iconic entrance is one you've got to appreciate. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Holly. Kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Throwing Sellers. Caught in the backfield, it's Clark. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Quarterback keeper. Finding some room. Picks up the first down. At 20. Touchdown Gamecocks. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays. And on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find something.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. First carry of the season. Turning it on. Makes it past the marker. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They'll ride the hot hand. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Let's talk for just a second about Washington. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Williams. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Williams from the gun on third down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
What a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage, and did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage, you jam them, and it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process, and that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Rides the option. He keeps it. Breaks into the open. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run?
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Making side adjustments here. Here's Sellers to throw. Here's the pressure. Slips a tackle. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense just needs to get the quarterback down. They had a chance for a negative play there. They let him escape. Good news is, though, they were able to cover on the back end and force the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. The sure hands, it's Harbor. Still on his feet. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Run in the red zone, it's Clark. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back inside the 50. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
And the Huskies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Throwing, Williams. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll throw it. The pass is incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield, and that shot the quarterback took might have been a little too much. I know there's pressure, especially in this area of the field, to get to the quarterback, but you can't give up a first and goal there. Williams will pass. Looking to get it in. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Williams. Got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Washington.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making checks. Sellers. Oh, they're after him. A strike downfield. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Here we go. Stack.
Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Sellers. Release to the back. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the move. Maybe a crease. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. He might want another play. Here's Sellers to throw. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Looking to pass, it's Sellers. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
The Gamecocks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Sellers. Trying to find the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Here's Williams to throw. Fires left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Powers through.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's exactly the response you want now from your defense. Your offense just turns the football over, puts you in a really bad spot. Great job being ready on first down, playing the pass, now forcing a second down. You want to force the field goal here. Obviously the bad field position, but the defense responds on first down.
Throwing, Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year in game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They got the ball in great field position and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Williams. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
They'll move the wide receiver. Throwing, Williams. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Williams unloads it left. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Going over the top. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one.
Going to take a shot. He's got it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
Here's Sellers to throw. Quarterback adapting. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, South Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I think this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back on the move. He's got 69 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions. They got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
Sweep. Go!
Here's Williams to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Offensive linemen are offensive linemen for a reason. They're not as fast as those guys on the edge. And you can see that defensive end came screaming off the edge, got to the quarterback before that O-lineman could do anything about it. Nice job of that defensive end. Scoop them sacks, baby.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Williams looking for a man. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sellers. He rifles one deep down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin our whip around with Florida, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Gators, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Williams. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Play fake, Williams. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Throwing, Williams, looking left, wide open downfield, all by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Huskies. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Well, it had to start somewhere for this offense and this quarterback, and they finally find some life here early in the second half. That was a first half to forget, no question about it. And obviously, there's a lot of work still to be done, but it's all about momentum. And getting that touchdown pass, David, that just may spark things for him and this offense.
Well, and obviously building this deficit, they're not going to be able to run the football like they want to. It's going to be on his shoulders. So to watch him come out focused with a plan, the second half adjustments are going to be crucial, but it's going to be on his shoulders, and that's a good start, and they've cut into this lead, but it's going to have to be continue to be through the air with this passing attack.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go. Ready.
The run inside. It's Clark. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He fires to the left side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Might be calling a hot route.
Win.
4th down, Sellers. Throws to the wideout. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
Here's a give to Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Williams. Under fire. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go through the net, isn't it, David? Just get a completion to your guy and pick up some yardage.
Build some confidence, because your confidence throwing the ball over the middle of the field and in tight windows, probably not at an all-time high, but check it down, make something positive happen. The running back does his job, so maybe this...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Washington wants to go quickly. Williams will pass. Touchdown, Washington. Middle of the end zone. He's got it.
Well, they came into this one as the favorite, obviously, and they looked like they were sleepwalking in that first half. Whatever adjustments they made in the second half, I think one thing's pretty simple. David, they remembered who they were. Offensively now, they've come out. They've been electrifying. They've been lighting up the scoreboard. Defensively, getting the football back. This was the team we thought we were going to see at the very start of the game.
Man, it's so hard week to week, man. So many challenges, injuries, all the things that come with it, and getting guys motivated, right? Like sometimes they just don't have that energy. good to see them come out after the half with the energy, with the urgency. This is the squad we thought we were going to see.
Coming out with it, it's Bennett. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. A designed run for the quarterback. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Might be changing the route. Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It's hard enough to stop these guys, let alone when they get field position like this. They scored last time, and this time, they'll crank it up from inside the red zone. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Here's Williams to throw. Right down the middle. Complete to Williams over the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Williams looking for a man. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far.
Ninja, bridge.
Throwing, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down into the 37. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Sellers. He makes the grab. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, you got to think in his mind right now, ball security is at a premium, right? He's had a problem with that earlier in this game, but with the lead now late in the game, yards aren't as important as taking care of the football. And I think he's doing a better job of that now late.
Here's Sellers to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He's looking to throw. They're working that left side. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Great job by the back on the option.
When And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Williams got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And when you're trailing by a couple possessions in the fourth quarter, you can't do much of this, much more. I mean, this offense has to find a way to attack the sidelines, the middle of the field, deep down the field. It can't be the little dink and dunk. This offense has got to find some explosive plays.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Normally, I would say, 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And after failing to get that 4th down, it just feels like this game is over. They are going to need a miracle. They're going to need a quick 3 and out. They're going to need a turnover or something to have any shot at getting back in this game.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the middle. Got his man. Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Williams will pass. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. Trying to take it back. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
On to attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
And the Washington offense will take over 1st and 10.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Williams on the play fake. He's moving out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
They'll run play action. Got him downfield. There he goes. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. The offense set for a first down play. Play action with Williams. Fires to the tight end. Bust through behind his pad. Tackled there by the defense.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And the rush will get to him at the 25. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.